What's up, my fellow hammock hangers? Jaxx here. Figured I'd come out and do a couple of nights here in Cheaha State Park. It's actually I'm out about maybe a couple of miles outside of Cheaha State Park on the Chinapee Silent Trail. Only walked about a half mile in today. It's about 3 p.m. Just waiting on Grapenut to show up here. There's a few hikers out here day hiking. Otherwise, we got the whole campsite to ourselves. We're going to put in some miles tomorrow. Today's just going to be a leisurely half day here. Anyway, filming with a new camera today, so it's the Nikon Cool Pix. I'm gonna use it this weekend. Might rotate it between that and the GoPro. So hoping that it turns out good. If not, I may be deleting this video. Alright fellas, I'm gonna set up camp and I'll get back with you. Alright, I'm all set up. I ended up having to move trees because those were too close together, so I found me another spot. There's my rig for the night. It's the homemade hammock with the knotty mods on the end here. The Joe Jellison special. Whoopee slings with your regular toggles. So this is actually the only second time, or this is gonna be the second time I've ever slept in this hammock. It's very comfortable. Don't ask me why I don't take it out more often. No reason. Alright, what's up fellas? Just took a dip. It was pretty hot. It was in the 90s today, so just took a dip in the water down there, and Joe showed up. So yeah, he brought me a tarp. I've been thinking about buying the hammock gear ASIM, and he brought me an ASIM to try out. So homemade ASIM, there it is. There's Joe right there.
What's up?
What's going on, Joe?
We're gonna make some pizza.
Gonna make some pizza. We're gonna film that.
Yes, sir.
But yeah, anyway, so there's the ASIM. And he actually has the tarp that I want to get. It's the ASIM by Hammock Gear. Looking sweet. Alright, we're rolling.
Okay, hey, so you may have seen a video like this before, you may have not. Some folks that have seen the how to make pizza video have complained that people are doing it in their kitchen at home. So anyway, we're out here tonight and we're just going to show you how we're going to do it and show you how easy it is and how easy the ingredients are to take out in the field and cook. And there are a number of ways that you can cook this as long as you can simmer, because you don't want it to bake real fast. We're going to dry bake it. Okay, so the back row is the gear we're going to use. The front row is the food. So I'll go over what we're going to use to cook this.
Back row, or our front, what you're looking at is the front row.
Right.
We got, where is this?
Okay, let's go with the front row first.
We'll zoom in a little bit.
Alright, let's start on this end.
On this end? Okay.
Yeah. Okay, you got a plastic Ziploc bag. We're going to use 2 of those. I have one laid out there. Because one of these pizza crusts from like Kroger, there's a number of pizza crusts like this you can get. This one's 6.5 ounces. It does not take a lot of this. We might not even use all of this for 2, but I'm going to make 2 pizzas tonight. Okay, so I'm going to use that. The Laughing Cow, for those of you familiar with the Laughing Cow cheese, it comes in a number of flavors. This flavor here happens to be creamy mozzarella, sun-dried tomato, and basil. John at Flat Cat Gear shows folks using like string cheese. I've used that. That works really good. But for good flavors and something that's easy to spread, it's not easy to chop, and that's where the string cheese comes in. It's very easy to work with. This is something that you just kind of got to mess with a little bit. These are sun-dried tomatoes. These you can get some pretty high-level, very good sun-dried tomatoes at places like Big Lots. So they won't cost you as much as they will in some of the other stores that carry quality sun-dried tomatoes. And this serves as like your tomato sauce, and they're basically in oil, and they're very tasty. And then here I just simply have pepperoni that I already sliced up. That's pretty easy to come by at any grocery store. Olive oil, we use that to put in the, we'll put a little bit of that in the pizza crust. We'll also use that to keep the pan in shape. And then you got some stuff from Olive Garden. They were kind enough to give us some grated Romano cheese. We'll kind of dress the top of it at the end for the taste. We also have some salt and pepper. So on the back row, starting on this end, the same end we started with before, got a Caldera cone. I got their alcohol stove and then a simmer ring. And you know, I've cooked pizza in this before. It works like a champ. Use about an ounce of fuel. I've put a little more than an ounce in here before, and all I end up doing is wasting alcohol. Cooks real slow. You got these pins. You put them on the top pins and set your pot in there. This is an Evernew 0.9 liter pot, and I got this from Flat Cat Gear. This is
that's the hat.
That's the hat, the cat hat. I think that's what they call it.
Yep.
That helps retain the heat inside. And then on the inside, you just take something. In this case, I've got some, you know, some heavy-duty tinfoil. And for dry baking, that goes inside this pot, okay? And provides the air separation for this next pot, which I got from Flat Cat Gear. This is a 5-inch pot. You can get a 4-inch if you with the lip. This is a
without the lip, yes.
Yeah, this is a Fat Daddy-O aluminum pan, and it's just the right width. And when you're dry baking with it, making things like pizza, for example, it really retains the heat and has a nice even bake. It's very good.
So if you're going to put it in this pan, does it need to have the lip removed?
If you want the 5-inch, yes. And okay. John at Flat Cat Gear, he cuts that for you.
Email him and he can tell you exactly what you need.
Yeah, John at Flat Cat Gear.
Yep.
Yep. Good stuff.
You don't get it without the hem or the rolled hem. If you get it with the rolled hem, it's not going to fit in the 5-inch.
The 4-inch does.
The 4-inch will, okay, but that's the 5-inch.
The 5-inch, and you know, I wanted a bigger pizza, so
yeah. The 5-inch is the way to go. I've cooked pizzas too, and we both agree 5 inches. 5 inches where it's at.
Right.
So we're gonna cut it. We're gonna put this thing together and show you what we got.
Yep. The next stage will be this thing in here as we're making it, and then as we're baking it.
Check.
Alrighty. Yeah, don't worry, Jax. My hands are clean in case you end up eating this one. So, like the this cheese tastes better than the cheese sticks or whatnot. What this thing's called? String cheese. But it's more difficult to work with. So you're gonna get your fingers a little dirty working with this stuff. But like Mama Mia would say, it's a labor of love.
So just in case, this is a new camera. In case we missed it, it was kind of blurry when I was looking at it, but got the dough in there. Well, we put the olive oil in there first, then the dough, then the cheese, tomatoes.
You can ad-lib this, folks. You can put hot dogs, you can put whatever you want on here. You know, if you're on a budget pizza or you've got a couple different meals, maybe some leftovers. We used to do that in college. Had some pretty awesome pizzas made out of some really weird stuff because we were poor back then. But there you go. That's all we're talking about.
30 minutes. See what we got. Ooh, that looks good. 30 minutes right there, folks. We'll be still. See if I can get a good frame. Yeah. Oh man, that looks good.
You can mix it down in there a little bit better and have a little different results with it when it cooks. But it's interesting that the Mad Cow stuff didn't melt more than that texture-wise, but it's gonna work out good.
Can you see the bottom of it? Can you lift it up a little bit just so we can see the crustiness? Oh yeah.
I mean, we could have cooked it maybe, I don't know, a couple 3-5 minutes or shorter, but.
Good morning, everybody. It's about 6:30. Getting our stuff together. Make us up some coffee. Maybe some little breakfast. Slept good last night. Just got up a couple of times to shake the dew off the old lily. And yeah, it was nice. I'm liking this little Jealousy special. I think
Joe had a good night over there as well.
Oh yeah.
But anyway, I'm gonna get us up some coffee and breakfast and hit the trail. See y'all on the trail.
Alright, we just finished up our breakfast, had some little bit of coffee, packed up all our gear. Now we're about ready to put some miles in. We got about 9.5 miles to do today. We're going to catch the Adams Gap trailhead, which is south of here, take it north up the Skyway Motorway Loop until we hit the Chinapee Silent Trail, which is just west of where I'm at standing right now. And then we should be, not should be, but we will end up back at this camp spot that we're at right now. So anyway, we'll talk to you on the trail. Alright, so this is a chanterelle mushroom. It's yellow, looks like a trumpet. So I'm just picking it. I'm not going to eat it. Okay, so if you see how it has those gills, let's see if I can get it close up. Okay, so you see how the gills are? They're little lines. Alright, so that's one of the identifying features. Now there's one that looks similar to this, and if it will be smooth all up in here.
Okay.
So that's how you would know.
Alright.
So that's
we could pick a bunch of those and eat them.
Yeah, you could eat that today for a pizza. And here's some more right here. So yeah, I just want to throw this out there on the chanterelle mushrooms or any other mushrooms. Look, don't take my word for it, okay? If you don't know what it is, don't freaking eat it. So, not trying to lead you astray. I know that those were chanterelle mushrooms. I would eat them, but you better not, just in case you misinterpreted anything I said. Yeah, and please don't sue me. Eat at your own risk. Alright. About 2.5 miles in. We had a little bit of a rain. It was like maybe a minute of a shower. And that's it. It stopped. Started out as a nice walk. Downhill, flat terrain. Now it's starting to get a little bit of an incline. Temperature's rising, starting to get hot, and pretty glad though that I left my food back at the car. I only brought yeah, I'm a cheater. So I left a few things back there. I'm not going to go into what all I left, but I'm still carrying a very, very heavy pack, probably about 10 pounds right now. So anyway, it was worth it because I know it's in the mid 80s right now and it's supposed to get up to 92. So, yep. All right. What's that?
I said, here we go.
Here we go.
We'll go swimming in a little while.
Loving it. Loving it. Roach, wish you were here, my brother. Bob, Mark, F Troop.
Hey, Roach, he's going to bust out those red swim trunks just for you.
I am. I'm busting out the red swim trunks for you, Roach. So stay tuned now. Don't leave. Don't cut it off now. Don't cut the video off. Say hey, homie.
Hey, honey.
So we're about 3 miles from where we need to be, and we're just taking a little cool-off break. Makes that it's gonna make that 3 miles that we got to do a lot easier. I promise you that. All right, we're back on the trail again after our little dip in the water down there. We made it about 100 yards in before we drenched in sweat again. Temperature is about 92 degrees. Shade is a little bit, I mean, it's a little cooler, but not much. It's still freaking hot. Thankfully though, we both slept good last night, so it wasn't really hot to sleep. I think it got down to probably about 72 or 73 degrees last night. I don't know if I mentioned that earlier, but I actually got a little chilled. And all I used was my Barkle lounger in my hammock and slept in my underwear, and just used a poncho liner under quilt that I just threw over on top of me, and I was fine. I mean, I got a little chilled at one point, and that's when I had to put the poncho liner over the top of me. So I think it's supposed to be maybe a degree or two cooler tonight, but main thing is I want to get, because I don't really have any other clothes, so I need to get these sweaty clothes off and dry them out, or I may be quite chilled tonight, even with the poncho liner. Anyway, talk to you in a bit. All right, we're about just yards away from the car. Starting to rain a little bit, so thankfully it has waited until we got here to start raining. So now it can rain all it wants. I don't give a crap. All right, so let me zoom in here a little bit. All right, so that's what I'm having tonight, and it's a new flavor from Mountain House, Italian style pepper steak. So I'm gonna give you a review on that. And
It's 2.5 servings though, so you probably can't eat it all by himself.
you watch me. And so Joe has got the caldera cone again out, and you are making quinoa.
Quinoa. Yep, with roasted red pepper and basil.
Nice.
And I have this this chicken, foil bag chicken, to put in it when it's done.
All right. You gonna be sharing any of that?
It depends on what this pepper steak ends up tasting like, and if you're willing to share any of it.
All right, folks. I'm gonna cook this up and tell you my thoughts on it. All right, there it is, folks. Rice. What is that? Bell peppers, some onions, formed meat.
What the hell is it?
I have no idea what formed meat is, but it's perfect.
Oh, shit.
Perfectly formed into little bitty squares. All right. I've seen worse. I've seen worse.
Damn it. Catastrophe.
So, all right, so that's dry. Yeah, by the way, so this is all what our campsite has to offer. Free Coca-Cola. We have some, they didn't, I guess they drank all the beer, the Michelob Ultra bottles. And they left us some paper plates and some other stuff.
I like how they hid it behind the logs
Yeah.
so we couldn't see it until we got right up on the campsite.
Yeah, we thought that was very nice of them to leave all that
So
for
we're
us.
going to be the people they expect to take it out for them.
Right. Nice, huh? All right, folks. It's done. So, here we go. So, I have tasted it already. And, as usual, you know, pretty much with any dehydrated meal, you have to put, you know, some salt, pepper in there. So, it's got salt, pepper, some hot sauce.
Moment of truth, folks.
Tastes like pepper steak. The meat tastes pressed.
Pressed?
Yeah, or formed like, yeah. I mean, it doesn't
I saw those.
doesn't taste like steak. It's not chewy, you know. It's, I mean, but they can't, because, you know, it would have to be.
Right.
It needs to be tender, but yeah, it's not bad. I would get it again.
Okay, you can be able to eat all, like, I was just gonna fix that. Let me put my spoon there, see what you got
So,
going on.
wait, let me get my rating. So,
1 to 10.
1 to 10, I'm gonna give it a 6.5.
Is that because you had to put extra seasoning in it?
No, just flavor wise, 6.5.
What about
I mean,
the-
it's Mountain House, you know.
Okay.
That's all I have to say about
You're
that.
just being a hard grader. Let me help you out.
All right. Try it there. Here, sit down so I don't have to. Yeah.
Man, I'm tired. After a hard day of hiking, man looks forward to a nice warm meal.
Italian pepper
Let's see if
steak.
this one's up to the task. That's twice as good as I thought it was going to be.
Nice.
There's more tomato in it.
Yep.
The pressed beef, the way you talked about it,
Mm-hmm.
kind of led me to believe it was not going to taste good. Texture's good. It's
Yeah.
chewy like normal meat.
Right.
If you didn't look at it and see the squares, you wouldn't realize that it was processed.
Yeah, I mean, to me, it didn't really have the steak texture, I guess.
But that's delicious.
So 1 to 10,
From Mountain House, 8.
8. All right.
Mountain House rating against
Cool.
all other Mountain House meals.
All right, there it is, folks. Yeah. Mountain House Italian style pepper steak. Good morning, everybody. Well, we're packing up our stuff. We enjoyed our weekend. And, you know, just a few thoughts before we leave. If you caught earlier in the video, I think I showed where there was a bunch of stuff left at the campsite, big old bag. So we're basically, unfortunately, that is not ours. We didn't drink that. But we are going to pack it out. I always bring a trash bag with me when I go camping. It doesn't take up any room in my pack. It doesn't it doesn't weigh anything. I would recommend that everybody pack a trash bag in. That way, you know, if you're at a campsite and you see stuff like this, you can pack it out. We also burned some material that was over this way near the. You can see there's our water right there. Well, right there, somebody was using that as a bathroom. So I don't know about you, but I don't want anybody using the bathroom next to where I'm getting my water at. So, but anyway, so what you got? Any thoughts there, Joe?
Yeah, if you're going to use a bathroom near a water source, okay, it'd be at least probably 500 feet. A kilometer would be nice. If you're looking at the area here, way back there in the back, where the ridge starts going up about as, you know, that's a good place to use a bathroom, because that stuff gets down into your water source and it's not healthy. So we went through there and picked it out with sticks. It was a lot of fun, but we don't want anybody to be encouraged thinking that that's the place because someone else did. And as far as the trash goes too, we bring trash bags. We're not volunteering to pack it out. But the next time you bring beer down here, please bring cans. Cool?
All right, well, you heard it from the man. You heard it from the man. So, all right, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. I know it wasn't much, but hey, it's the best we could do on such short notice. So anyway, later, guys.